The Avon rental price trend, I'm not loving that. I mean, it's such a good market, but the trend from the beginning of the year to this year is down. I don't love that. So definitely something to keep an eye on. But the days on the market are amazing in Avon.
Obviously, the golden goose here is the appreciation play, and yeah, you made some absolutely amazing points that it's not always about cash flow.
That's really amazing appreciation in the course of 6 months. And we saw the same thing in Brownsburg. So I feel like even though maybe some of the rental numbers are stronger, believe it or not, appreciation is the play this year in the West Side, and we're seeing it in almost all markets.
Time for our West Side Roundup, where we are going to merge our West Side suburbs. So that's going to include Avon, Brownsburg, and Plainfield. So we'll try to jump through some of the highlights here as we review these market reports together. So let's jump in. All right, Avon, June 2026, average rental price at $2,090, which is, down year over year considerably. I think we've seen that, average rental price trend in the bottom left-hand corner. We've seen that kind of consistently trend lower here, even as we get into the peak of seasonality. That's a little bit shocking. Days on market, though, is absolutely incredible. Year over year, we're down 10%. That's incredible. Active homes, average price per square foot. Nothing else is shocking about this particular market report. Let's jump into the sales data and see how that correlates. All right, on the sales side, so we're up. At least we have some appreciation play here for the Avon markets. Average days on market, even for a property on the sales side, that's down 32% month over month. That's incredible. Number of homes sold, so a lot more properties are selling than we saw last year. Average sales price trend, nothing else is gleaming about this, but your number of homes sold and the individual price point there, so that you can determine how much you should plan to spend if you plan to enter this West Side market of Avon. Brownsburg, average rental price is trending in the same direction. Year over year, we're down almost 10%, almost the exact same thing that we were seeing in Avon. Average days on market doesn't seem to be an issue, although year over year, that's up 50%, but 36 is absolutely incredible. Number of active homes, it's a very inactive market here for the rental side. Nothing else is standing out about this particular market. Let's see what's happening on the sales side. Our average days on market, almost everything here is about as boring as what we're seeing over there in Avon. All we need to do is change the name of the city in the top left hand, and we have almost a perfectly matching market here. Your average sales price trend is trending up, which is awesome to see. Number of homes sold, we're seeing plenty of opportunity in the 200 to 250 price point, so it's a very affordable market to still be a part of. Let's see what's happening here in Plainfield. Average rental price just under the $2,000 price point. That's still ticking down year over year, so the West Side is really struggling on your average rental price trend line there. Even in the seasonality, we saw a little bit of a blip there in May of last year. We didn't see that blip this year. Number of active homes, average days on market, this is almost in line with every other market we're seeing here on the West Side. On the sales side, almost equally identical. Average days on market at 39. Number of homes sold at 48. Average sales price is actually increasing on this one, which is a bit of a positive sign here for Plainfield, especially for Mike, since he recently acquired one. Mike, what do you think? What's going on here on the West Side? They're almost all pretty flat overall.
The Avon rental price trend, I'm not loving that. It's such a good market, but the trend from the beginning of the year to this year is down. I don't love that. So definitely something to keep an eye on. But the days on the market are amazing in Avon. The days on the market on all the West Side is like almost always, it's so consistent. It's so good. I feel like it's an underserved market, to be honest with you, which I love because I just bought actually 2 on the West Side, right? So we are always preaching, talk about, eating your own cooking. I bought one in Brownsburg for a rental and one in Plainfield for a flip. So I'm actually liking the numbers that I'm seeing, because in Brownsburg, I saw appreciation though, Chris, from the beginning of the year, started at like 330. Actually, it looks the same here as the graph that we're looking at from Plainfield. Plainfield's actually a little bit better, which again, I like to see because I have a flip I'm doing there. Plainfield started the year at like 330 and it's at like 365. So that's really amazing appreciation in the course of 6 months. And we saw the same thing in Brownsburg. So I feel like even though maybe some of the rental numbers are stronger, believe it or not, appreciation is the play this year in the West Side. And we're seeing it in almost all markets. So it's not always just about the rental price, guys. It's not always just about cash flow. Look, if you made I mean, of course, these are averages, right? But if you made, let's say you started the year, your house was worth 330 and now it's worth 360, you just made $35,000 in what, 6 months. That is unbelievable. You divide that by 6 and who cares if you didn't make any money on cash flow or even lost $100 on, I mean, I'll pay $100 a month to make $35,000 all day, every day. So the point is not always about cash flow. It's about the whole play. It's about appreciation. It's about depreciation. It's about paying down your mortgage. Long answer to say that I actually think that it's pretty good on the West Side, and I'm loving what I'm seeing because I just recently bought 2 houses up there.
Obviously, the golden goose here is the appreciation play. And yeah, you made some absolutely amazing points that it's not always about cash flow. Yeah.
If you want to hear more questions you should be asking, be sure to check out our Watch and Learn tab on the website or head over to our YouTube page for more.